Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to the channel. Now today's video is gonna be one that is not very happy. It's actually kind of a sucky video, unfortunately. However, just like with most of the things in my journey that have become into, either obstacles or milestones, I'm gonna share it with you today. That's going to include what's going on with the moving situation I talked about a couple weeks ago, and really what the title is, or what the title, which is probably something like, I don't know, losing Reptile building, the Reptile building's gone, some clickbaity like that. So we'll dive into those topics right now, but before we do, of course, we have to roll the intro. First and foremost, let's talk about the move, because I haven't really said anything about it. I know some people have been commenting about it, oh, at least you're moving. People have been messaging me, blah, blah, blah. As far as that goes, we are actually not moving. Property fell through, unfortunately. It is just a, I don't know, but it is what it is, so, yeah. That's about it as far as that goes. I mean, there's not too much else to say about that. It just is what it is. Property fell through. As far as plans go, I don't know what the future holds right now. It's pretty much a standstill at this point, so we're not really going anywhere right now. As far as moving out of state, I think we're gonna be staying here until we figure something else out. And to be honest, it's kind of a silver lining, because as I looked more and more into the Lacey rolls of Texas, they kind of suck. The reptile laws there, it's not that the state reptile laws suck, it's the county laws. It's really bizarre. Like, one county will be like, oh, hey, yeah, have anything, but the other one, like, you go like 2 miles this way and they're like, no, you can't have any reptiles. So, that would kind of be a pain in the ass trying to figure out like where to go exactly. So yeah, we're just gonna scratch that. We're thinking about more open stuff, something like Georgia, South Carolina, the states that are like, sure man, you want an alligator and a cobra? I don't care, go for it. Permit? Who needs those? Yeah, that's about it with the move thing. I just want to shout that out there instead, because I know eventually some people are going to be commenting like, Dakota, why have you moved to Texas yet? What's going on? You said you're moving. Now you got the story. You got the full story. Let's get into the next topic, which is, of course, what's going on with this reptile building? The building that I'm actually in. Why are you losing it, Dakota? A better question is, Dakota, what was up with that music video you did? Are you losing your marbles in I don't even think that was funny. I think I am losing it. I think I'm losing the touch. So as far as the reptile building goes, we are actually not gonna be having it for that much longer. There are a couple reasons for this, and I'll be getting into them. It's gonna make the house a little bit difficult. I've been looking at like how to set everything, because we're gonna end up moving everything back into the house instead of having it here. So I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do it, and it could be done. The fact is, the comfort level might go down for us just a little bit. 3 out of 4 seasons here, the reptile building does great. It's awesome, we got the vent, it gets perfect in the summer, it's the perfect time so I can shut off most of the lights and everyone gets ambient heat and everything works out great. However, in this season, the season that we are in right now, winter, it does horrible. It's not good. It's not good at all, and here's the other thing. I live in New England, where winter is the dominant season. We're talking pretty much November to April is winter time. It's cold, it gets too cold, and here's the thing about that. Right now we are at the end of January or February. I don't really keep dates in my mind too well. So this is pretty much the coldest time of the year, and to be honest with you guys, I'm having difficulty keeping this building heated up enough for the animals to live comfortably. I've done pretty much all I can do. I mean, we're using space heaters. I've insulated the shit out of this building, and yet, I don't think I can't do enough to match the just rage of New England winter. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know what temps is supposed to be tonight? 4. That's it, just 4 degrees. How do you heat that? How do you keep that heated? How do you get that heated when outside it's 4? I have enough fingers on my hand to make the temperature that's gonna be outside in a couple of hours. It's getting too difficult at this point. When the temperature really gets this low, I don't really turn off the lights. I just keep all the heat going so we can hold with all the insulation that we have in here. However, even to this point, I mean, even with the space heaters going, we're still reading around 67 degrees room temp, and it's just not cutting it. It's not good enough. It's not good for the animals. It's causing me to get bigger wattage bulbs, try to keep the enclosures themselves, and it's too much of a hassle when you get down to it. It's really one out of two of the problems. Now, the first problem, of course, being the comfortability and being the foremost. You know, I want to make sure my animals are as healthy as they can be. I want to provide the correct husbandry to the best of my ability. And at this point, it's getting more and more difficult to do that as we get further into winter. Not only that, with me supplying all this different stuff, the space heaters, the bigger wattage lights, extra lights, things like that, that's cutting into really the logistic and expense side of that. Pretty much right now in winter with this building, I need at least, I believe my bill's somewhere around $300 to $400 a month. Now, if we're thinking about this, that's November, December, January, February, March, and then a little bit of April. That's 6 months. So we do 406, that's about $2,500 down the drain. Put that in layman's terms, I pretty much need to sell a good chunk of my Aki eggs and a good chunk of my ball python eggs in here just to break even. Just to keep this building around, I need to sell all of that, which again is just cutting into my business. I'm not able to then outsource different projects, grow the business when I'm spending that money just keeping the building going itself. Point in the business, I think I just jumped a little too fast with getting the building. It might not have been the best deal. You know, I think I was just a little wicked excited. You know, my old reptile building, man, it was a huge thing. You know, I spent a lot of money trying to make it look a little nicer, things like that, and I think I just jumped a little too over my head. My eyes were bigger than my stomach, and by my stomach, I mean the income that's generated by DBCB Exotics. So yeah, you know, maybe in 2 to 3 years, I'll be at a place financially where I can make these decisions, but for right now, it's eating too much of my business, man. And you know, if something's eating your business, and if me being able to continue to grow the project, you know, more ball pythons, more tokay geckos, keep getting more stuff, growing it, expanding, things like that, or just keeping a reptile building, it's kind of the obvious choice. You need to go with what's best for the business itself. That is the story of why we will no longer have the reptile building. Pretty much the plan is going to be, I'm gonna move all these guys, so where the birds are right now, we're actually gonna move the birds out into the living room, which I think will be a little better for them as well. I'll have like a little jungle gym set up in the living room where it'll go like up so they can kind of like hang around like a canopy. It'll be a little fun. They'll have a little bit more interaction with me while, you know, we're chilling on the couch, things like that. They'll get a little bit more of that. So I think it'll actually be better for the birds themselves. However, with that room, it seems like we have just enough, just enough. I think we got 3 extra feet of room to actually fit everything around. So I think I'm pretty sure I can make this work. Not only that, we're rearranging the reptile room itself to make more space in there. So I think with those 2 rooms, I can get everything in here back into the house. Logistically, I can do it, but then there's just the reality of moving everything. God, there are a lot of enclosures, a lot of big enclosures with a lot of substrate in it, man. I'm not looking forward to it. Timeline goes for that, that's gonna be happening pretty quickly just because I don't wanna keep spending money when I don't have to, and I wanna make sure these guys are in a place that's heated. I wanna make sure they're comfortable. I can give them less lights where they can have optimal gradients, things like that. It's not this huge temperature drop off from the cool end to the hot side, things like that. I'm predicting probably by Monday I should have everything cleared out. I'm in the process of actually taking a break from doing this stuff to make this video, and then I'm getting right back to work. It's basically just working all through the night, wake up, keep going until we finally get this job done. Where is it? I think I'm gonna do one last reptile room in this building before, so expect a reptile room video probably tomorrow or the next day whenever this video comes out, but that about covers it. No more reptile building. You'll get, I think, this video and one more video of me in here, and then never again. It's kind of sad. Well, oh well. Alright, boys and girls, and that is going to wrap it up for today. So, you know how the things that I do, of course we got Zen Habitats. If you're not like me and you don't have to move a bunch of stuff, consider getting a Zen Habitats enclosure. They look wicked cool, it looks awesome, decent price. Hey, I got a review now of Zen Habitats, so that's a thing we're gonna be adding. Hey, you wanna get yours today? Go right down there in the description, you can. I apologize, man. I've been working like pretty much since 8 in the morning, and I think it's like 4 now, and I'm just exhausted. I'm gonna be exhausted until this gets done, and it just is what it is. So I'm not gonna be 100%. You don't expect the 10 out of 10 content from me this time. It is a tiring time at DBCP Exotics, but you know, we got the Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, merch, Patreon, we got all that good stuff. I'm gonna wrap it up a little early today. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think, man. Is it sad? If you got this far in the video, leave a rip or an F in the comments for your boy not having a reptile building anymore. Alright guys, I'll see you later. You have a good one. We'll check you out tomorrow.